Hello and welcome back to my channel for I guess the second time, but some of you are new, so welcome for the first time. In my last video I did all the books that I read in 2023, so I figured I'd do a TBR. I know that I'm like 3 weeks late, but you get what you get. Firstly, I would like to say that I got a Kindle for Christmas, and this is my little case and it's super cute. So freaking cute for a Kindle. And it even has like a little thing that you can like hold it with. Anyways, I got a Kindle. I also got a book cart that I got on Amazon, which everyone should go get one because they're super nice. But I kind of split up my months here. Now my goal for 2024 was to read 24 books. I hope I can surpass that. I'm not planning on just finishing out the year in 24 books. If I can do like 50 books, I'll be so happy. We gotta make our goals low so we can exceed them, you know what I'm saying? I have already read some books this year, so I guess I'll just list them. Because I was gonna do January, February, March, but since I can't do a TBR for January, February, March, for January, I'll just tell you what I read so far. I read A Fairy Tale by Stephen King. I read A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, which I audiobooked, and then I read The Housemaid, which I read on my Kindle, and then I'm currently reading Lord of the Flies by William Golding. I heard this has a dark turn, so we're gonna see where that goes. I hope to finish that one and Looking for Alaska by John Green. I really like John Green. I read The Fault in Our Stars by him, and that was like the book that made me like reading. I don't even like romance, but I really liked that book. And An Abundance of Catherines is like my favorite book ever. So y'all should go read that one. It's pretty great. And then I can finish Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I don't know how to say that, but Sharp Objects. This is the person that wrote Gone Girl. So they're not very big books, but I've already started The Lord of the Flies, so I think that I can do these 3 by the end of January. Because I have 10 days. I can do that, right? But if I do that if I finish all of these in January, I think that will put me on track to do 6 books in January. Yeah, and then I'm also currently I'm listening to A Court of Wings and Ruin. I don't know if I'll be able to finish that in February because that's hard for me to like focus on audiobooks, and I have to be doing very specific things. Like if I clean, I can do it. There's only so many things you can clean, you know what I mean? So I've been busy doing that. But so if I finish A Court and Wings and Ruin, then I'll have 7 books in January, which is a lot more compared to last year. Last year I think I did maybe 1. For February, some of these books I know nothing about, so I'm just gonna tell you the title. That's it. I have to read a romance, right? I mean, it's February, so I got Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I've heard great things about this one, and it's by Emily Henry. I've never read it, Emily Henry, but a lot of people are saying that she's like the best romance writer. So we're gonna see. If I like this one, then I'm gonna pick up Beach Read because I heard that one was good too. So that's for February. I'm hoping to finish that within the first week or 2. And then I have Anxious People, which I don't know very much about at all. I don't think it's a romance. I think it's about like a robbery or something, and they're like held hostage or something. I don't know, but the back of it says that people laughed and cried, so that's all I need to know. The next book that I picked was None of This Is True. I still have the Target sticker. None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I read the back of this and it said something like, like the first, Emily Henry actually wrote, if you liked Verity, then you'll love this. So I trust Emily and I trust Colleen on Verity. So I feel like this is going to be a good read. People are saying that it's really, really good and it's very twisty like Verity, and I really liked Verity. So, I mean, y'all know that in my last video, it was really good. So I hope that I like this one. Another book for February I have is Harry Potter, book 1. Me and my best friend have made a trade this year where I told her to read 4 books and she told me to read 4 books. And I have never read Harry Potter. I've watched the movies, but that doesn't make me a true fan, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna read Harry Potter this year. I have it for February. She said I had to read 1 a quarter, so this is for quarter 1. The next book I have was The Midnight Library, which I knew nothing about this when I picked it up. I just saw it like on the internet and people were saying it was really good. But then I just saw someone talk about it the other day about how it's somebody who like unalives herself and then she gets to see all the different lives that she could have lived. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the mental state to read this book, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be in a good place in February. We'll see. Okay. And then for March, so that's for February. So January, I've already read like 4 or 5, and then I'm hoping to finish these 3 in January. I'm hoping to finish these 3 in January. I'm dropping everything. And then I hope to finish these 5 in February while I'm listening to my audiobooks. So 6, I guess, if you count my audiobook. Okay, then March, I have 20 Years Later. I heard this one was really good. It's by Charlie Donlia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But he's known for like good thrillers, I think. I've never read one of his books, but I heard this one was really good, and I like to always check it on Goodreads. So when I pick out a book, I'm like, what's Goodreads like? Because I trust the people. And I heard it was really good. I really like thrillers, so. The next book I have was Normal People by Sally Rooney. I heard this one was kind of sad. I don't know. I have not watched the Hulu series, so I don't know anything about it really. I think it's sad, but maybe not. It might not be sad. I really don't know much about these books that I'm showing you, but TBR for March. The next one I got was The Cruel Prince, and since I liked ACOTAR and A Court of Thorn Roses so much, I thought maybe I would like this series because people are saying that this is one that they can't forget. So I'm hoping to do this one in March. Hopefully I can get addicted to a new series. Who knows? The next one I got was First to Lie Wins. This is Book of the Month. I'm not sponsored, but I love Book of the Month. Book of the Month, sponsor me one day. That'd be cool. I always like get my little blue box in the mail. It's exciting because then I can just open it and then I get a new book. So First to Lie Wins. I heard this one was really good. It's about something. It's a thriller. That's all I know. And then the last book that I'm gonna read in March is Legends and Lattes. This is another one that my best friend is forcing me to read. I wouldn't say forcing. I like fantasy, but she told me to read this one. So we'll see if I like it. I don't know. I'm trying to knock out. I feel like when people tell me like, oh, you have to read this book, and then they like make me borrow it, it makes me feel like I have to finish it. So then I get stressed. I'm like, well, I have to put that on my like top of the list, you know? So Legends and Lattes. I'm excited to read it. But yeah, that's it. That's my TBR for January through March. And I have audiobooks I'm going to be listening to. I plan to finish the ACOTAR series by the end of March. This is subject to change. Like I said, I'm a mood reader. So I'm not somebody that can just say, okay, this is the books. This is the order I'm reading them in. I don't know. We don't know. I'm just going to read whatever my heart says to read. And if I see something else on the shelf, I'll pick it up. But like I said, I'll probably do a January through March or maybe just a January review. I don't know. Whichever one I feel like doing. But let me know if you want a longer video on all of the books that I've read in January. And then I can go through each of them. Because I feel like I might need to split it up monthly. Considering there's so many books now. I don't know. For last year, I only read 15 books altogether. So if I read like 5 or 6 in January, I feel like January through March would be a really long video. But maybe not. I don't know. Anyways. Thanks for watching. I don't have an outro. So, okay, bye.